Right now, the average full-size pickup in America costs around $66,000. A lot of buyers are not just buying trucks anymore. They are financing complicated rolling computers for 6 or 7 years, and many of those trucks lose thousands of dollars in value almost immediately after leaving the dealer lot. At the same time, something interesting is happening in the used truck market. Owners are buying back the older trucks they sold 5, 10, or even 15 years ago. In many cases, they are paying far more than they sold them for because those older trucks represent something the modern market has almost forgotten. They were simpler. They were easier to repair. They were built around engines and drivetrains that owners could understand. They were not always comfortable, quiet, or refined, but they were honest machines. If something broke, you usually knew what it was, and you usually had a fair chance of fixing it without needing dealer software. That is why these trucks are becoming valuable again. Buyers are starting to realize that the newest truck is not always the smartest truck to own. Sometimes the best truck is the one that was built before screens, sensors, emission systems, cylinder deactivation, and long finance contracts took over the pickup world. These are the 9 trucks people are buying back, and the reason is simple. They remind owners of a time when a pickup was built to work, to last, and to be repaired by the person who owned it. If you enjoy honest truck advice like this, hit the like button and subscribe while you are here. I cover used trucks, engines worth buying, models to avoid, and the ownership mistakes that can cost people thousands. Let's get into it. Starting at number 9 is the 1987 to 1996 Ford F-150, also known as the old body style Ford, with the 4.9-liter, 300 cubic inch inline 6. This engine is one of Ford's most respected truck engines, not because it made huge horsepower, but because it made the kind of power a truck actually needs. It had strong low-end torque, a cast iron block, a simple design, and a reputation for surviving work that would wear out more complicated engines. The 4.9 inline 6 was used in work trucks, delivery vans, farm vehicles, and industrial equipment because it was dependable. It was not built to impress anyone at a stoplight. It was built to start, pull, idle, and keep working. That is why these trucks have started climbing in value. A clean, old body-style Ford that used to be a cheap used pickup is now something people search for on purpose. Owners miss the simplicity. They miss being able to open the hood and understand what they are looking at. They miss a truck that can be repaired with normal tools instead of a scan tool in a service subscription. Number 8 is the first-generation Toyota Tacoma, built from 1995 to 2004, especially with the 3.4-liter V6. This truck helped build Toyota's modern truck reputation. The 3.4-liter V6 was naturally aspirated, simple, and durable when maintained properly. It did not have a turbocharger, direct injection carbon buildup, or a complicated high-pressure fuel system. It was just a strong engine and a small, useful pickup. The first-generation Tacoma was not oversized, and it was not trying to be a luxury vehicle. It was easy to drive, easy to park, and capable enough for real work. For many owners, that balance is exactly what modern trucks have lost. Clean four-wheel drive Tacomas from this generation have become expensive because people trust them. A lot of them were used hard, so finding a clean one with a good frame and real maintenance history is getting difficult. That scarcity is pushing prices higher every year. If you have owned one of these old Tacomas, drop the mileage in the comments. I want people to see how far these trucks can go when they are taken care of. Number 7 is the 1988 to 1998 Chevrolet and GMC CK 1500 on the GMT 400 platform. This was one of the great workhorse truck generations. These trucks were used by contractors, farmers, families, small businesses, and anyone who needed a dependable pickup that did not make ownership complicated. The 5.7-liter 350 small block V8 is the engine most people remember. It used a cast iron block, a push rod design, and a layout that mechanics already understood. Early trucks used throttle body injection, and later Vortec versions brought more power and better drivability. What makes these trucks so attractive today is not just the engine. It is the whole ownership experience. Parts are everywhere. Repairs are straightforward. The platform is simple enough that many owners can still do a lot of the work themselves. These trucks also came before active fuel management and cylinder deactivation became common problems on newer GM engines. That matters because a lot of modern truck owners are tired of complicated systems that save a little fuel but create expensive repairs later. Number 6 is the 2003 to 2007 Ram 2500 and 3500 500 with the 5.9-liter Cummins diesel. This generation is loved in the diesel community because it sits in a very special window. It has common rail power and strong torque, but it came before the most complicated modern diesel emission systems became standard. There is no diesel particulate filter on the earlier versions, no diesel exhaust fluid, and no regeneration cycle to worry about. For a lot of diesel owners, that makes this truck one of the best balances of power, reliability, and long-term ownership. The 5.9 Cummins has a simple reputation. It works hard and lasts a long time when maintained. These trucks were built to tow, haul, and survive heavy use, and that is why clean examples are no longer cheap. People are not just buying these because they like old trucks. They are buying them because they know what newer diesel ownership can cost when emission systems, sensors, and after-treatment failures start stacking up. If you are enjoying this list, subscribe now. I make videos like this for truck buyers who want the real ownership story before spending serious money. Number 5 is the 1999 to 2006 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 and GMC Sierra 1500 with a 5.3-liter Vortec V8. This is the GMT 800 generation, and many people consider it one of the best used truck platforms General Motors ever built. The 5.3 Vortec is known for being simple, strong, and capable of very high mileage with basic maintenance. It is not perfect. These trucks can have rust issues, brake line problems, fuel pump failures, and aging interior parts. But the drivetrain is the reason people keep coming back to them. The biggest advantage is that these trucks came before active fuel management was added to the 5.3. That means no cylinder deactivation lifter system, wiping camshafts the way later engines became known for. It is a simpler engine from a time when General Motors still built trucks that regular owners could afford to keep alive. A clean GMT 800 with good maintenance history is one of those trucks that still makes sense today. It feels modern enough to daily drive, but old enough that repairs do not become a financial punishment every time something goes wrong. Number 4 is the 1984 to 1988 Toyota pickup with the 22 RE engine. This truck is a perfect example of why simple engineering can become legendary. The 22 RE was a fuel-injected 2.4-liter inline-4 with a cast-iron block and a reputation for lasting far longer than anyone expected from a small truck engine. It did not make big power, and nobody bought it for speed. People bought it because it kept going. It was light, simple, efficient, and durable. That combination is rare now. Clean four-wheel drive versions have become extremely desirable because they represent a type of truck that does not really exist anymore. Small size, basic construction, real utility, and a drivetrain that can be understood without modern electronics controlling every part of the experience. This is why the old Toyota pickups are not just used vehicles anymore. Good ones have become collector-grade trucks, especially when the body and frame are clean. Number 3 is the 1999 to 2003 Ford Super Duty with the 7.3-liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. The 7.3 Power Stroke is one of the most respected diesel engines ever put in an American pickup. It was not the most powerful diesel by today's standards, but it built its reputation by lasting. These engines are known for huge mileage when maintained correctly. Many owners have seen them pass 300,000, 400,000, or even 500,000 miles. That kind of record creates trust, and trust is what drives value in the used truck market. Another reason these trucks became so desirable is what came after them. Ford replaced the 7.3 with the 6.0 Power Stroke, and that engine became known for expensive problems. Once buyers saw what the newer engine could cost to repair, the older 7.3 became even more valuable. That is why clean 7.3 Super Duty trucks can bring more money than newer diesels with fewer miles. Buyers are not paying for age, they are paying for confidence. Number 2 is the 1973 to 1987 Chevrolet Square Body K10 and K20. The Square Body Chevy has moved from old work truck to collector truck because it checks almost every box people want. It has the classic look, huge parts support, simple drivetrain options, and a mechanical layout that makes sense. With a 350 small block V8, basic wiring, and a straightforward chassis, these trucks can be repaired, rebuilt, modified, and restored by regular owners. That is a huge part of the appeal. A new truck loses value. A clean square body can gain value. That shift tells you how the market feels about old trucks that are simple and desirable. People want vehicles they can own fully, not just finance and hope nothing electronic fails. Of course, not every square body is worth big money. Rust, Bad repairs, missing parts, and poor modifications still matter. But clean examples are being bought, restored, and held because buyers know they are not coming back. And number one is the 1994 to 1998 Dodge Ram 2500 and 3500 with the 5.9-liter Cummins 12-valve diesel and the Bosch P7100 mechanical injection pump. This is the truck many old-school diesel mechanics still consider the holy grail. The engine is famous because it is almost completely mechanical. The P-pump is gear-driven and controls fuel without needing a modern engine computer to manage everything. That is what makes it so special. The engine does not rely on a complicated sensor network just to stay running. It does not need the kind of electronic control that modern diesels depend on. The key detail is the fuel shutoff solenoid. That is one of the few electrical pieces needed to keep the engine running. If that solenoid fails, an experienced mechanic can manually hold the fuel shutoff lever open and get the truck running. Once it is running, the engine can keep operating in a way that modern trucks simply cannot. That kind of mechanical independence is why people worship the 12-valve Cummins. It is not the quietest truck. It is not the smoothest. It is not luxurious, but it is one of the purest diesel work trucks ever sold to regular buyers, and now the market understands that. Clean 12-valve Cummins trucks are no longer just old Dodges. They are valuable machines from a time when trucks were built to be owned, repaired, and kept alive by the person holding the key. When you look at all 9 trucks together, the pattern is clear. The Ford old body style inline 6, the first generation Tacoma, the GMT 400 Chevy and GMC, the pre-emissions 5.9 Cummins, the GMT 800 Silverado and Sierra, the 22 RE Toyota pickup, the 7.3 Power Stroke, the square body Chevy, and the 12-valve Cummins all share the same basic advantage. They were built before trucks became overloaded with systems that made ownership more expensive. They are not perfect. They rust. They leak. They need maintenance. Some ride rough. Some are slow. Some need constant small repairs because they are old. But when something breaks, you can usually understand it. You can usually find parts. You can usually repair it without needing to replace half the truck around the problem. That is why people are buying them back. The golden age of the pickup did not disappear because people stopped loving trucks. It disappeared because trucks became more expensive, more complicated, and further away from what made them useful in the first place. If you already own one of these old trucks, think carefully before selling it. Maintain it. Fix the small problems. Keep the records. Protect it from rust. A good old truck is becoming harder to replace every year. If you are shopping for one, buy based on condition first. Rust is harder to fix than most mechanical problems. A clean body and frame with a tired engine can often be a better starting point than a strong engine sitting in a rotten truck. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe before you leave. I cover used trucks, reliable engines, models to avoid, buying advice, and the kind of ownership lessons that can save you thousands. Drop a comment and tell me which truck on this list you would buy back if you had the chance. I will see you in the next one.